Hi, my name is Hamed Fathi. Welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk about structured output in Ollama. But here is the good news. What you will see today also works for OpenAI too, even better with more professional options. But my focus today is on Ollama. If you have ever struggled with getting consistent, predictable responses from your AI models, this video is going to be helper. First, let's understand what structured output actually means. Structured output is when we force an AI model to respond in a specific predefined format, usually JSON. Instead of free-form text, think of it as putting guardrails on your AI responses. Why is this important? First, consistency. Every response follows the same format. Then reliability. You can programmatically parse and use the responses. Integration. Perfect for APIs, databases, and business logics. And validation. You can validate responses against schemas. Before we dive into the code, we need to understand JSON schema. This is the secret sauce that makes structured output possible. JSON schema is a specification that defines the structure, format, and validation rules for JSON data. Think of it as a blueprint or contract that describes what your JSON should look like. Let me show you the website. In json-schema.org, you can find information, guides, reference, specification about this way. As you can see, for example, this is an example. It's a JSON object here. We have some properties, our JSON properties, and we define their name here and also their type, descriptions, patterns, enums for multi options, multi-values, and also you can tell AI which one of these properties are required. As you can see, Ollama has a blog post structured dash output to show us how we can use JSON schema for structured output. And also OpenAI APIs support structured outputs too. So it's good to know. If you need, just Google it and search about it and gather the information. So let's back to the code. First, make sure you have Ollama Sharp. We will use this library. And now let's start with the basics. This is a very simple code. I just created the Ollama API client, a chat request. I'm using Gemma 3, 27 billion parameters. And my question is BMW or BMW is cosmetic company. So I will get a yes, no with some descriptions, I guess. Let's start the app and see the result. Okay, we got a no with some descriptions. As you can see, BMW is not a cosmetic company and some information about it. But as I said, this is a free form text. But I need just a boolean, a true, false, yes, no to wrap it into the boolean type. So let's see how we can do this to have a structured output. Let me close it. For having a JSON schema, first I need to have a class to define it. Let me paste it here. As you can see, this is a class, JSON property name, answer, confidence, reason, and JSON required like what we had in JSON schema as required. This is answer and confidence properties in my schema required, and reason is optional. So now let me change the code to use this schema, actually the raw class. The key point here is you can change and get the JSON schema as a node with the Microsoft JSON serializer. I just change Boolean reasoning schema to JSON node and pass this JSON node to format property. This is the Ollama property can accept JSON schema to produce structure format. Now let's run the application and let me add a breakpoint and see the results. Okay, we have the results. As you can see, now it's a structured output. The JSON we wanted. Answer is false. Confidence is 1. 0 to 1 means more confidence, 100% sure. And the reason here. So as you can see, we were able to transfer a free form the text to something structured. But honestly, I don't really like this way of the class. I need more control because we can define different use cases. So let me create anonymous class instead, most similar to a JSON schema. So I need a new class, boolean response. But this class is not for converting to the schema. It's just for deserialization for our final output. And the code we need is okay. So this time I just created the anonymous type. And very similar to what I showed you in the JSON schema org website. The type is a JSON object. Properties are here, and you can define a lot of different options based on your need. And here, instead of the other way, we can use serialize to node to convert this anonymous object to JSON node and pass it as a format to Ollama. Now let's check the final result here. Yes, as you can see, we got just one answer, false. And this is exactly what I wanted, a kind of a Boolean type, a Boolean question to get yes or no to rule false. So this manual format helps me to think about other type of structured output. For example, a single choice, multiple choices, and a regex pattern. So let me write a new class to achieve all of these as a structured class. So let me do that. For this part, to converting async enumerable result to a final content, I want to have an extension method class. So let me also create it. This is just a handy helper to get the result. Now I need models like the Boolean response I showed you. So I will go for models here and to this class. Okay, for Boolean response, for single choice response, multi-choice response, and regex response. Single choice means I have some options and AI should return just one of them for answering my question, like what is sun's color? And I have a wide range of colors and answer is yellow. Multi-choice means I have some options and AI can pick few of them to answer my question, like what are primary colors? And I have bunch of colors as an option. Red, yellow, and blue is final answer. Regex response also means I want to have a response based on a regex pattern. For this purpose, OpenAI provide us a better way to use, but Ollama doesn't have it, so we have to simulate it. But I will show you. If I back to the website, if I search here in OpenAI structured outputs, you can see one of the properties is pattern, and very good part of this schema is you can define a regex as a pattern here for OpenAI, but Ollama doesn't support it, so we have to simulate it. Let's back to the code. Now we have our responses. So let me create a structured chat class. For iLogger, you need a new package. Let me add it here. Okay, this is a structured chat, and in here I have a send request. I accept question and then a schema object. And as you can see, I just convert it to JSON node and pass it to the chat request and call the chat async and use my extension method get content async to achieve the final result as a string and deserialize it based on what I want. And if there is an exception, I just log it. So this is the main part of the class, but let me add one by one more functionalities. First, the boolean we tested, and I showed you the example. This is the boolean part. It just returns a boolean true or false for your questions. This is same as our example I showed you before. The next one is a single choice. In here, we have a question and some options. And as I said, AI will choose just one of these options. The important part here is you have to define enum. This is a built-in feature in JSON schema and pass your options and define a type as a string. So I can convert the final result to single choice response to get it. The next one is multi-choices. Here I have a question, some options, but AI can pick few of them, not just only one. Maybe one, maybe more. But in here, for the selected, we have to define type of array and items for this array, and then inside it, define the enum feature. This is the difference between multi and single choice. And the last one is a regular expression pattern. This can be flaky in Ollama, but I try to simulate what we have as a feature in OpenAI. In here, you just have a simple JSON schema object as a string, but you will add description to force AI to follow the regular expression pattern. So the question here, the pattern is here. If you have any special description, we will accept it. If not, we have our own default description to force AI. But also I checked the answer with the regular expression is match functionality in .NET to make sure if it's matched, just return it. If not, we don't really need and we'll return as a null. So these are my functionality for a structured chat. Now let's see how it works. We need example. Let me show you how this class. So I need to remove this part, need to replace with. So still I'm using Schema 3, 27 billion parameters. Same question, is BMW is cosmetic company? For Boolean, what is sun's color between this bunch of colors? Then I am asking what are the primary colors? These are the color. AI should pick few of them and generate a US phone number. I pass this regular expression and let's see what is the result. Yes, as you can see, for Boolean result, we got false, which is true. Sun's color yellow. Multi-choice for primary colors, red, blue, yellow, which is correct. And just a random US phone number based on our regular expression pattern is here. Seems our structured chat works well. And that's it. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button, subscribe for more coding tutorials, and let me know in the comments if you would like to see more. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next time. Goodbye.